for everyday people, shit is fucked up, and they recognize it, but they don't know who is responsible for it.
Man, it's interesting. I never really heard it put like that. Like, what do I want my life to be like day to day? Do I want it to be this constant or do I want to not think about those things and think that some of that's the government's responsibility? I do my best to elect and vote in a way that I think is meaningful and vote for the best person. And then I try to enjoy my life and take care of my family and my neighbor. I don't know. That's kind of how I think maybe I start to break it down in my head, you know?
Yeah. So what you were describing right there is basically the heart of, I wouldn't say the problem necessarily, but that is why a lot of people just like tune out, because they feel just powerless at the end of the day. You know, you got your protests, you vote, and then these guys do whatever the they want to do. What am I supposed to do is like the attitude that the average citizen has in this country. That's why things slowly but surely seemingly get worse year over year. Maybe not for you and I, because like, I mean, we're relatively successful, but for like average people, for everyday people, shit is fucked up, and they recognize it, but they don't know who is responsible for it. And they become so malleable and so open to responding to anybody that will recognize their frustration and say, it's actually because of this and that. And I think Trump tapped into that so perfectly. And that's why he won. That's why he defeated the Democrats so handily, because he was like, yes, you're angry. I'm angry too. Why are you angry? Because woke libtards, because DEI, because trans people, because undocumented immigrants. Undocumented immigrants aren't your fucking landlord. They're not the one who's raising the price of rent. They don't own the mega corporations. They're not sitting at the board of BlackRock. You know what I mean? It's not a Guatemalan migrant that's sitting at the board of BlackRock, purchasing all the houses. They're not the real estate developers that refuse to add to the much needed supply of housing.
Yeah, and instead put a rag and bone in every town, dude.
I hate rag and bone.
Well, it's just like, dude, don't tear down cool areas and just put up a rag and bone, dude.
Yeah.
It's not cool. But no, man, it's interesting. I never really heard it put like that. Like, you have to approach people with something they can point a finger at, and it's whatever they're pointing at is close enough where they feel like it can be reached.